Hey everybody, today Olaf. You guys ready? And I have my son Jackson with me. Say hi, Jackson.
Hi.
I'm going to give it a little time here. We got about 2 minutes. Coffee time. Yeah, we got about 1 minute or so. We'll wait a little bit. I see somebody there. Say hi.
Hi.
We'll put this back up so people can see it. This is not the one we're going to do, but it's still Olaf. It's 2 o'clock. We're going to give it 1 more minute.
Okay.
1 more minute, okay? And we're going to get started.
Okay.
Make a nice oval. All right. Just about ready. All right, guys, here we go. Jackson, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. All right, we're going to start with Olaf's head, okay? So I'm going to go about 3/4 of the way up the page. All right. Now you want that oval to kind of go a little crooked, a little bit off
Yeah.
to the right. All right, you ready? Make that oval just like that. You see? So then the next thing is you're going to make kind of a square, but you want the round corners. All right. You don't want to make it too sharp. So we're going to go like this and come down. Then go out here and come down a little bit. Then we're going to round these edges. You ready? Come out like that. There you go. Out like that. And then connect it on the bottom. Okay. Good job. All right. Moving on, guys. So now we're going to make his bottom part. All right. So you want to kind of start a little bit in that square. All right. And then we'll make that circle right there. Make a circle. Make a circle. Just like that. There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring this up a little bit. So that's what you should look like so far. Okay, just like that. So now we're gonna put some real light faded lines. Okay, because we're gonna mark where his face is gonna be. All right, so we're gonna make a little line right through. That's what's called a 3/4 view. All right. So then a little bit to the tip of his head. We're going to put two thin lines right next to each other. Here, I'll show you. Give you a little better view. See? See how that is? There we go. All right. And then we're going to make one more where his nose is going to be. So a little bit farther down. All right. Let's put Olaf's hair in. All right, this is easy. You just go 1, 2, 3, 4. I know the camera's a little bit farther away than it was last time, but so that's where you should be now. All right. Got those 4 little tufts of hair right there. Or, well, they're sticks, but, you know, his hair. Okay. We're going to put lines where his arms are. And then we'll go back and we'll make those a little bit better. So let's put one there. All right. And then the other one is going to come down right there. Okay. So we can put where his feet are. So his feet are going to go through this large circle. You want them to go right through that bottom circle. And there's that bottom circle line. All right. See right there. All right, now that we have all that in, let's work on a little bit more detail on his face. All right. So where those top 2 lines are, where that bottom line is, you're going to bring it out just a little bit. That's going to be one of his cheeks. And then you're going to bring that line all the way straight down to that rectangle in the middle. Okay? And then we're going to do the same on the other side. Now when you do this side, point it down a little bit lower because his head is turned to the side. So you bring that one a little bit lower. All right. And then the same thing, connect it right to that middle rectangle. All right. So now you're going to want to do a little bit of erasing. I'm going to take this line out where you just drew his cheeks in. I'm going to take those out. And now you can start to see Olaf's head taking shape a little bit. I'm just darkening up some lines to make it easier to see. Okay. So now, on his face, where the bottom line is and the middle line, That's where his nose is going to be. That big, lumpy carrot that he has. So we're going to just kind of make a little, like a bird, like an M right there. And then we're going to do a little bump. And then we're going to make another little bump and bring that right to a point. And then we can connect that. And that's going to be where his nose is. You can put a couple lines through there just to make it look like a carrot. So this is where you should be at this point. All right. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and put his eyes in. You ready, Jackson?
Yeah.
All right. So let's put on the top of that carrot, you're just going to make a circle. And then next to it, you're going to make another circle. Now remember, make that one a little bit lower because his head is turned. So you kind of want that a little bit lower. All right. And now we'll make his upper lip, if a snowman can have a lip. We're going to start right here where this cheek line is. And you're going to bring it down. Curve it a little bit. See that? Just a little, like a fishing hook. All right. And then you're going to come over to this side. Bring that down. And then connect that. Okay? So you can see how that is. And then his lower lip, you start here. Bring it down. Right there. Now on the other side, you just kind of see that side view of it. So you're going to bring that down. Connect it. All right. How you doing, Jackson?
Good.
All right, good job. All right, let's give him some teeth. Make a little line there. Make a little line on the other side there. And then again, we just connect them. His teeth are just a rectangle space. That's it. So now you can see. All right. He is definitely starting to look like Olaf.
Yeah.
All right. So let's put his little eyeballs in. Got big round eyeballs.
I think that's it.
Another one right there. And he's going to need eyebrows. So right in the middle, if you look at that line that we drew earlier down his head to mark where his face and everything's going to be, just on either side of that line, you're just going to put a little line, just like that. Let me show you. It's hard to see. So you put two little lines, and then you're going to bring those just down right above his eyes. All right. Just like little arrows. Okay. We'll color those in a little bit. And we're going to just put a little shading inside his mouth. That will help make it easier to see. For any of the new people who have just jumped on, I have my son Jackson with me. He loves to draw, and he's the reason why I do all this. So he was joining us today. Okay, so now we have Olaf's face basically done. You can go back to his hair and just thicken those lines just to make them look like little sticks on his head. Bring it up, give you guys a better look. See? And then next we're going to go ahead and put his coal buttons in. Then we'll do his arms, and then we'll go down to his feet. And then, depending on time, maybe I'll go back with a black pen, and I'll line it, and color everything in real nice. Add a little color to it, a little gray shading. Okay, so let's put his little buttons in. So those are really all you have to do is kind of a odd shaped circle. They don't have to be perfect. They're just pieces of coal, and they're not perfectly round. Do any of you kids have you ever gotten coal for Christmas from Santa? Probably not. But I'm sure that they are not perfectly round. I happen to know Santa a little bit. If anybody knows me, I have a good relationship with Santa Claus. Okay, ready? Let's go down to these buttons. All right, and again, same thing. It's just a kind of a wonky shaped circle. It doesn't have to look perfect. Now I'll color that in a little bit, and then we'll do one more. It's right there. I'll just pencil that in a little bit. All right. So one quick thing. All right, we're going to look at this bottom circle. We're going to give it a little bit more shape. All right. So where that middle one connected, we're going to kind of take a little bump and box it a little bit. Same thing over here. We're going to bring it, and then we're going to just box it out a little bit, just so it doesn't look perfectly round. And then we'll bring that down. Same thing on that side. Bring that down, just so it doesn't look perfectly round, because Olaf is not round like a traditional snowman. We're just going to take some of those lines away so it's easier for you guys to see. All right. So this is where we're at so far. Is everybody following along okay? If you're having any issues seeing anything, let me know, and I'll try and adjust things a little bit better. All right. Okay. So let's finish off Olaf's arms. So with that line, you're going to retrace that line that you drew. And once you hit this little curve down, you're actually going to go up and make a little bump. Just a little bump. Right. See how that is? And then you're going to do a longer one, because these are his hands. He's got to have some fingers. So we'll do a couple little bumps in there. Let you see what I'm doing. See? 1, 2, 3, and then a little thumb. We'll do the same on the other side. Follow that line down, and then once it starts to curve, you're going to put that little thumb bump, and then follow that line, and then shoot off to make that other finger. And then that, the second finger, and then the third. And then you've got those little stick skinny arms, so you can just trace those just under that original line that you did. Okay. How are we looking?
Good.
Does it look good? Oh, I see somebody on. Do you know who that is? Say hi, Didi Maddie.
Hi. Yeah.
All right. Ready? Let's go
Yeah.
on to his feet. Let's give his feet some shape. So again, it's just like rounded rectangles, like marshmallows underneath his feet, underneath his bottom body. All right. So again, you want to just round them off a little bit. But keep this bottom of your circle. You want to keep that line. All right. I'm just going to go back and take out the top parts of that circle. And then go back and take out the bottom part of that circle. Just make sure you don't erase your feet line. You want to keep that. All right. There we go. So that, for the most part, is Olaf. All right. What do you think, Jackson?
Looks good.
Let's see. Let's show everybody yours. There we go. And there's Jackson's Olaf. He did a great job. Looks good. All right. What do you think? Should I color it, Jackson?
Yeah.
Should I go over it with the black so everybody can see how we ink?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second, folks. Just gonna grab some markers here. All right. Now we'll go back and do a little marker work. Go over all the parts that if you shade it in pencil, you can go right over those parts. Same thing with his buttons. Again, it's those wonky circles, so don't Don't let them be perfectly round. Yes. Color in his eyeballs. You know what we did forget, and that is my fault. We did not give poor Olaf eyelids so he can close his eyes. And all we have to do for that is just trace a little, just like that. And just like that. And just make that M over inside his eyes. Makes his eyeballs more round, and then up here would be his eyelids. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to go back with my thinner black pen. Trace these lines. Trace those lines. We're going to trace his nose. You guys don't have to do this. I just like to do it. I like to line everything in black pen. That's called inking. And that's how you ink your drawings. That's what professional comic book artists do. They pencil it and then they ink it. Right, Jackson?
Yeah.
Now we're going to trace the body. And then once I have all these black lines in, I can actually go back and erase all the pencil lines. You won't even see them. Everybody give him a little hook right there, just to show that he's smiling. A little right there. Same thing here. Trace his feet. Oh, we got a little crooked there. All right. That's Olaf. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to finish tracing these arms real quick. And then if you have any crayons or markers or color pencils, we're going to go ahead and add a little color to Olaf and do a little bit of shading. All right. So while I trace this arm, that'll give you time to get your supplies together. I'll give you a minute or so to get them together. How are we doing, guys? Are we finding our supplies? Okay. So now I can go back and erase all that pencil. Just a little line right there. All right, we're ready? Get me some I got some markers here. I have a very light gray marker. Okay. What other colors do we need for Olaf? We need orange for his nose. Okay, there we go. Orange. And what other color do we need? We need brown, right? Oh, I have about 150 markers that I have to go through sometimes. There we go. I'll use a Sharpie for brown. I have a rainbow assortment of Sharpies that I use a lot of times. So let's start with the brown, okay? And we'll do his hair right here. All right. Like that. And we'll do his arms. When I ink stuff in black like that, and then I go back and color it, those black lines help me stay in the lines when I color. Because I am a sloppy colorer sometimes. So when I ink it, I get to stay in the lines. Right, Jackson?
Yeah.
Can you stay in the lines, Jackson? Jackson actually you're actually really good staying in the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do a good job. Just want to fix a little something here that I noticed. There we go. All right, let's do the orange in his nose. Big carrot. Yeah, see that? All right. Now I have this this light gray. You can see. You probably can't see it, but this is a light gray alcohol marker, and it has a brush on one end and then a chisel on the other. See? And that, what I'll do is I'll just use that to just add a little shadow on his side. Just so he doesn't look plain white. Add a little bit on his cheek here, a little bit in his eyebrows. He has gray eyebrows. And that, I think, is that for Olaf. What do you think?
It looks good.
Yeah. So if you guys were drawing along, make sure you post your pictures with this video so that way we can see what everyone's doing. All right. So I think that's it for today. I think we did a successful Olaf. All right. Don't forget, I'm going to be doing this every day, Monday through Friday at 2 o'clock. Every day, 2 o'clock. Um, and as for as long as I can, basically. Um, make sure you tell your friends if they have any kids who may be interested in drawing or somewhat, or can't draw but is always wanted to. Um, this is where to come to. And other than that, I think we're done for the day. I hope you have a good day. I hope you learned something. I hope the rest of your day is excellent. And Jackson, do you have anything to say? No? No? You want to say bye to everybody?
Bye.
All right. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. I think, I forget what tomorrow is. Tomorrow might be SpongeBob. I'm not sure. Just check. Just check the post. It'll tell you what we have going on. All right? All right. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow.